What's the craziest reason your mom gave you up as a baby? My mom gave me away when I was 5 years old. Not because she was broke. Not because she was sick. Not because she couldn't take care of me. She gave me away because she said I was worth too much money. That was the explanation she left behind. 5 words. She's worth too much money. Then she disappeared. No calls. No birthday cards. Nothing. I grew up with foster parents who treated me like their own, but I never stopped thinking about those 5 words. Worth too much money? What was that even supposed to mean? As I got older, I came up with my own explanation. My mom was crazy. That was the only thing that made sense. Then when I turned 15, she started reaching out. Letters, emails, voicemails. Every few weeks there was something new. Every few weeks I ignored it. I didn't want answers. I wanted her to stay gone. By 17, she was trying constantly. My foster parents kept telling me to hear her out. I kept refusing. Until one day, a lawyer showed up at our house. Not my mom, a lawyer. He handed me a business card and said my mother wanted one meeting. Just one. I almost laughed in his face, but something about sending a lawyer instead of showing up herself made me curious. So I agreed. A week later, I met her in a small office. I hadn't seen her in 12 years. She looked older, tired, like she'd been carrying something heavy for a very long time. The first thing I asked was simple. What did you mean when you said I was worth too much money? She stared at me for a few seconds. Then she slid a folder across the table. Inside was a DNA test. At first, I thought she'd handed me the wrong file. Then I looked closer, and my entire world stopped. The man who raised me wasn't my biological father. Not even close. According to the paperwork, my biological father was a billionaire. A real one. The founder of a massive company. A man whose name I'd heard 1,000 times growing up. I thought it was a joke. Then she started explaining. When she got pregnant, she had a brief relationship with him. When he found out I existed years later, he wanted custody. Not because he wanted a daughter, because he wanted an heir. He had no other children. Suddenly, there were lawyers everywhere. Private investigators, court filings, people following us, people offering my mom money, people threatening her. Everyone wanted access to the fortune that would eventually come to me. My mom realized something terrifying. The moment people knew who I was, I'd never have a normal life again. So she made a decision. She gave me up, changed my records, moved me far away, and disappeared from my life completely. Not to abandon me, to hide me. For 12 years, she fought legal battles behind the scenes while making sure nobody could find me. Then she pushed another document toward me. I looked down. My hands started shaking. It was the final court ruling. The case had ended 3 months earlier. Everything had been placed into a protected trust. Nobody could touch it. Nobody could use me to get it. Nobody could fight for custody anymore. For the first time since I was 5 years old, I was safe. I looked at my mom and asked the question that had been eating me alive. If all of that is true, why didn't you tell me sooner? Her eyes filled with tears. Then she said something I'll never forget. Because the only way to keep people from treating you like money was to let you grow up as my daughter instead of his. And for the first time in my life, I understood. She didn't give me away because I wasn't worth enough. She gave me away because I was worth too much.